Alright guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you the new Odyssey adventure mode and how absolutely busted it is. Just like the title says, it can make you bust. Don't forget to like and subscribe as I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the month. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so as I recently posted on my TikTok about talking about the Ragnar method, that method is truly busted for rerolls, and I can't lie, it is probably the best method right now for in any currency actually in the game. The Ragnar method. Now, you can actually get a lot from this. Currently, I am floored close to 300, I think like 267 or something like that, no pun intended. But I would say the reason that I am really up there is because if you are in the beginning and you go to floor 2 and you get one of the bosses, Monarch Breakthrough right away is just gonna help you create the easiest runs ever. Let me hop in and show you guys what's happening over there. Okay, so I'm in here and I have autoplay going, so because you'll see the amount of Ragnars I have. So if I have autoplay going, at the bottom, you can see I have about 78 placements of Ragnars. So if I were to try and get all of this down, which is going to take really long, he's going to be doing like millions of damage, like if I can click him. So if I click Ragnar here, if I try to max him out, yeah, 20 billion damage. And I have alongside Dio, Kuromi, Urza for buffing, Kuromi for time stopping, Dio for slows or whatever he wants to add with his whole ability. And the last thing you can add on is like pain, bro. Like, it's actually crazy. This method really makes you bust. And the rewards that I have right now, 85,000 gems, 200 Memoria shards, 420 rerolls, and I'm only on floor 271. If I'm going to floor 1440, imagine how much I have then. Now, the method towards this right now is once you start the game, let's say you go to the map at floor, let's say here's floor 1. Try and go to floor 2 and try to get one of the bosses right away. The reason that is so you can get Monarch Breakthrough, as I talked about earlier, and you can try going for Affinity. The reason why Affinity is going to help really a lot is because you're going to get the 0 SPA with the same elements on the team, which is why you have all holy elements, which is going to be a crazy build. And then later down the line, you're going to try and build up through other cards like Rageful Arrive, Elite Conquest, all range rage. That is going to be like the insane setup for like getting crazy far into this, probably getting further than 1440, and you're going to easily be able to rack up so much rewards, as you guys can see here. Okay, so let me demonstrate it to you guys on how it is going to be like when you start up. So obviously in the beginning, you're going to be in Namek. Now right away you can get 3 different bosses. I believe you can get Vegeta, Dodoria, and Frieza. Frieza is going to be the most annoying and probably the hardest to get through because he just stuns like crazy. So in the beginning, you're not going to be able to have any of these units. The only unit right at the beginning when you play is going to be Ragnar. So Ragnar is going to be the first unit you're going to get right away. So I'm going to just select modifiers here and go all the way to King's Burden because you get ease free Monarch. Max my yen out. Okay, so once everyone comes through, the one place that you want to start placing Ragnar around is like right around here. This spot is going to be really good to place a Ragnar against bosses because he's going to be able to have a really good ground coverage around this area specifically, and it's going to be really easy to kill the boss. So the bosses that will be annoying, as I once said, is going to be Frieza, especially these two, this form of Frieza. You don't really get this form of Frieza over here. The Doria will be the easiest in my opinion, and I think you can get Vegeta. I haven't seen Vegeta as often, but you're most likely to get Frieza or Dodoria. And if you place right here, you're going to be able to like easily kill the boss. Obviously the range is going to be bigger. The Ragnar here we're just using as a sandbox Ragnar. So right before the boss comes out, the whole time you want to stay on upgrade 7. Don't go past upgrade 7 just yet. Only go when the boss comes out, because the line AoE is going to be really good because you have a lower SPA during that time. The lower the SPA, the better kill off the enemies that pass by. Now, when you defeat the boss, you're going to be able to choose a Monarch Breakthrough card, and possibly down the line, you're going to be able to choose a character. Now, the characters I recommend choosing first is probably between Dio or Kuromi. Now, the first pick I would choose is Dio, because Dio can use his arsenal of slow or rupture or anything you need to use, but slow would be really good, especially for that 10 seconds. And then after, I would choose Kuromi. Kuromi here has a stalling ability here, where when she self-inflicts, she will buff herself, of course, but then she'll click time stop the units in her range, like any enemies that moves in her range. She'll just do more damage to them, stalling them more. And obviously this, her clones is going to be able to do more stall, which is really good. And then alongside getting down the affinity, you'll have 0 SPA, which will just happening over and over and over. Then after, I would choose Urza, because Urza has the Vanguard ability, which you will be able to buff your units like crazy. And then the last unit I would choose here is Pain. Pain here is going to be used really well for his utility that he has. Obviously his arsenal here, his abilities, his whole passive is going to be really good for this, especially with the whole holy squad. It's just going to be a perfect synergy for your team. Now I do want to do a couple runs of this because this is going to be really good to show off how insane Ragna can be like later on. As you guys saw, I did show what he does do, but it doesn't really show fully capable of what he can do to like the bosses and stuff. I want to see what he looks like truly maxed out. It's going to be really hard to like get to that point because of the amount of Ragnas I have to place. He's just going to be destroying the enemies like with ease. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Odyssey might probably be the best thing to happen this update, the Odyssey rework, because it's absolutely insane here. And plus, the higher you go, the more easier it becomes to like literally just autoplay. Because my Ragna has like insane range, basically covering almost the whole map or like this whole area at this point. So it doesn't really matter where he's placed. This guy's absolutely crazy. Can't really place him, so I'm gonna try and place like, let's see if we can place a bunch of him. Okay, I think I broke it here. I don't think it shows his actual damage like at this point, because I think since the game ended, it's hard to see his actual damage. So maybe if we get to a boss, it'll be easier then, like a boss level. Let me try and get to this floor right here and see if we can show him off there. Okay, so here I am. I did make it to the boss level, which was pretty fast. I got Ragna here, and yeah, 21.28 billion damage. Now I know he can go up to like quadrillion and stuff right now, but I'm only doing this much. I'm only at floor 274, right? So this is all my Ragna's place. His range, yeah, like it's insane. It's probably gonna get bigger down the line because I have like so much coins here. I can buy a bunch of Memoria range boost, which is just gonna make him even better. So if you do get a Memoria for him, I highly recommend getting the range one, which is gonna be really good and increasing his range to like cover the whole map. And yeah, all these characters here are just support characters for him, and I just have like Urza here buffing, and the buff is like, obviously it won't do much, but still it's like better to have a buffer on the map, better have some support. Anything down the line would be really good. This method is absolutely insane. I want to give a big shout out to Chef on YouTube, of course. He is absolutely crazy. I wouldn't know how to do this properly without him, and this is a method I've been doing, so I have to give a big props to him. If I had Pain, it would be so much better. I did skip kind of that update a little bit because it was a bit boring for me. Okay, so yeah, once you have this, I don't really recommend you changing out anything. Once you have like the setup that you want, don't change out anything until like the slots that I told you, because those are gonna be like the main things. But yeah, Odyssey is absolutely probably the best reroll method, probably the busted, makes you bust everything, bro. Odyssey is the most broken method in the game. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.